Austin Aries is the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I'm just speechless right now. I did not see this happening in 1,000 years. Absolutely amazing moment. As you just saw my pre-tape video that I was just marking panel out. Sadly, I did not tape the video while I was watching Destination X. I simply forgot about that, but I am, instead of wearing a WWE Championship belt today, other than my WWE Universe booking hat, I am wearing an Austin Aries cape today, as you saw in the pre-tape video. Just on the occasion. So, wow. Don't get me wrong, that was absolutely amazing. That was one hell of a moment. Austin Aries is the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. 365 days ago, this man entered the company for, I believe, the second or third time, but he won his TNA contract. A year later, he is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Again, never, ever did I see this happening. Absolutely amazing. An epic moment, and one of the greatest moments that I have bared witness to since I started watching Impact Wrestling a mere 4 years ago. Absolutely amazing. Austin Aries defeats the longest reigning TNA World Heavyweight Champion that this company has ever seen in Bobby Roode, after an excellent match, may I mind you. That was an amazing match between these two. I believe the first time ever. Don't get me wrong, I'm not 100% sure on that, because I wasn't a TNA Impact Wrestling fan before 2008, so they might have locked up back in 2002, I don't know, but as far as I know, this is the first time ever that these two have hooked up. An amazing matchup. A lot of chemistry other than the fact that Roode tried to cheat at times. It was a fantastic contest, and one of the top matches of the year as far as TNA goes, and this goes to show that TNA is indeed better than WWE at this point. Earlier, when I made my prediction video for Destination X, I simply put that Bobby Roode needed to be TNA World Champion going in to Bound for Glory this October in his match against James Storm, or his ideal match against James Storm for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. But here's the issue. I know I am a little disappointed to see Bobby Roode's 8-month reign as World Heavyweight Champion come to an end. However, it could be 10 times worse. When I was thinking about this over, I realized that there are more positives than there are negatives. Now, if you think about this, it is a good thing that Bobby Roode dropped the title to someone like Austin Aries, someone that has worked their ass off for years to earn a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Someone like CM Punk, when he won the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time 4 years ago on Monday Night Raw. That was an epic moment. Now, 4 years later, we have the same history repeated at Destination X, with a former Ring of Honor star in Austin Aries capturing the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, as I said, it could be 10 times worse. We could have seen Sting capture the title last month at Slammiversary. We could have seen an ECW legend, a worn-out legend in Rob Van Dam, capture the TNA World Heavyweight Championship again back in May, back in Sacrifice when he contended for the title. So it could be 10 times worse. So I am extremely happy that he dropped it to Austin Aries and not someone like Sting or Rob Van Dam or maybe Kurt Angle again. I'm not saying Kurt Angle's a bad choice, but he's had his run with the championship, and I don't think he needs another reign with the championship going on before. So as I said, it could be 10 times worse, and this is an excellent choice as far as TNA goes. As I said before, excellent matchup between those two. And I am really looking forward to Bound for Glory, what they go from here, where they go from here. Because if you think about it, if Bobby Roode did successfully retain this championship here, who else is he going to defend against going to Bound for Glory? Bound for Glory is not until October, and we still have Hardcore Justice next month and No Surrender in September. So I'm not 100% sure how they would have gotten around if Bobby Roode retained the championship here. I know I wanted Bobby Roode to retain the championship for a year long going into Bound for Glory. That would have been absolutely amazing. But don't get me wrong, he probably will regain the championship, probably either next month at Hardcore Justice or No Surrender in September. Hopefully they don't give him back the championship like this Thursday on Impact, which they have done in the past. Remember back in 2011 when Bobby Roode won his first TNA World Heavyweight Championship on Impact, which was a horrendous move. They should have saved that for pay-per-view. But nonetheless, hopefully they don't do the same thing with Austin Aries and give him at least a month or two reign as TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He certainly has deserved it. So that was epic. That was epic to say the least. As I was saying, and I was tweeting before during the event, it definitely was reminiscent of when CM Punk won the WWE Championship last year on Money in the Bank. Same month, July. Same kind of pay-per-view. Same kind of pay-per-view event. I believe Money in the Bank is the equivalent to TNA's Destination X in a way. This pay-per-view was one of the best pay-per-views that TNA has produced all year, other than Slammiversary. I don't think it lived up to Slammiversary, but it definitely was sure as hell close. Okay, so let's look at the other cards. Let's look at the other matches on tonight's card, the Destination X 2012. We had the X Division tournament for the X Division Championship. The semifinal matchups were okay. Nothing extremely entertaining, nothing extremely boring, but I was kind of they were just kind of dull in my opinion. Nothing really excited me all to that much extent. But they were pretty good. Nothing too bad, nothing too great, but they were okay. But as soon as Jesse Sorensen returned and then stated that he wanted Zema Ion to become the X Division champion, so he'd be champion by the time Jesse Sorensen got back next year, that was, it kind of made the X Division Championship match a little bit predictable, since we all knew that Zema Ion was probably the only established guy in that matchup. I didn't see, what was his name, Mason Andrews, I believe, capturing the title. He didn't obviously look like championship material. Sanjay Dutt is definitely a huge contender for the title, so he can probably contend for the title going forward until Jesse Sorensen comes back. Kenny King is who I predicted to take the championship here, but with all the legal disputes with with ROH and all that shit that's been going on in the last couple of weeks, I didn't think that they'd be putting the title on Kenny King so quickly. So maybe they move into that feud later on. But I am extremely glad that Zema Ion is the champion and not someone underdeveloped such as Mason Andrews or Sanjay Dutt, who's only been back for a couple of weeks. So at least Zema Ion has been in the company for about a year now and has lived up to his potential in being the top heel in the division right now, since Austin Aries has now moved up a spot. Especially since, back to Austin Aries for a second, if Austin Aries lost this match, where would he go from here? If Bobby Roode won this match, where would he be gone from here? There's no more contenders, Bobby Roode said himself. There are no more contenders for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, since most of the contenders are a part of the Bound for Glory series. So I don't really see. I'm not really sure where would they gone from there. I'm glad that definitely Austin Aries is World Heavyweight Champion. Hopefully they'll have a rematch at Hardcore Justice, maybe again at No Surrender before Bound for Glory. We see Robert Roode versus James Storm for the TNA World Heavyweight Championships. I'm really looking forward to that. And as I said before, as for the rest of the event, Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle. Samoa Joe pulled out the victory with the rear suit. Oh shit. The back suit, the back submission move. Shit. What is it called? God damn it. Rear naked choke. Rear naked choke. I'm sorry, I blanked there for a second. I'm an MMA fighter and I blanked there for a second. But yes, he pulled out the victory with the rear naked choke against Kurt Angle for a good 10 points. Kurt Angle did not tap out. He just, I don't know, he was unconscious before he tapped out, and the ref was the one that deemed Samoa Joe the victor. So this is a great match as usual. These guys have excellent chemistry, as I've said in the past. These guys have been building up this feud in the past 5 or 6 years now, so we all knew this match was going to be amazing, and it was. So I'm glad that Samoa Joe picked up some points here, and now he is the leader in the BFG series. Kurt Angle should hopefully get some points in the upcoming feature, because I want him to be a part of the Final Four going into Bound for Glory as well. And the other final match that we had in this card was AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels, and that was also one hell of a matchup. These guys have excellent chemistry together. We've seen this time and time again, although we did see it last year at Destination X. We saw it at Bound for Glory last year in the I Quit match. I've read that these two don't have the best history of part of gimmick matchups, but this was certainly one of the better gimmick matchups that I've seen in TNA in recent history. The last man standing stipulation certainly helped and enhanced the matchup. A lot of exciting near falls, not near falls, but near counts, I should say. And the AJ Styles performing his finisher through the table at the end of the matchup was absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to where they go from here. And hopefully with Robbie Roode now still as a TNA World Heavyweight Champion, they can move forward with him and Austin Aries going into No Surrender and Hardcore Justice next month. So hopefully the World Heavyweight Championship contention certainly looks up going into the coming months, and AJ Styles moves on to bigger and better things going in the months of August and September as we quickly approach towards Bound for Glory. So I thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit me up on Twitter just by following at @SAVE_US_GSM. Hit me up on my website at nextwrestling.weebly.com and all that other stuff. And check out all my other links in the provided description box below. And I'll check you guys later. And this is GSM signing out. Till next time, guys.